Hey, what's up guys? We're back again to dive deep into the chaotic meta of Clash Royale. The decks we're going to be covering today are taken directly from the top players in the game. So whether you want to put your friends to shame or just win more matches, these are perfect decks to learn and upgrade. There's nothing worse than investing in the wrong deck and sinking a ton of gold into something that's useless down the line. When you start playing these decks and winning more games, the game becomes exponentially more fun. If you want to see more gameplay on any of the decks shown today, check out the pinned comment or the description of the video. And lots of love to everyone that's using credit code SIRTAG, making this channel possible. Yo, this guy finished 600 in the world, 3 Mosque City. Did he mean to spell Musk? Is he a 3 Musketeer player or nah? Anyway, we do have the Dagger Duchess since it is a lot better in this deck since it allows you to build up big pushes with a Goblin Giant and Giant Skeleton while defending minimalistically on the other side. For the rest of the games, we will not be using this overpowered tower. But if you guys want to win more of your matches, put in the Dagger Duchess. This guy's going to rage on our tower, so it's probably going to be either a 3 Musketeer deck or it's going to be a Sparky deck. In either situation, I think cycling the Giant Skeleton here is ideal because the bowler is really good against Battle Ram, and I don't know if he's going to have that in his deck. Oh, let's go! He dropped it directly into the Giant Skeleton. He would not have done that into a bowler. So I'm so thankful that I saw a Rage and his clan, and I was like, probably a 3 Musketeer deck. And I mean, there's a chance it's not going to be, but there's a highly likelihood that it will be. I could go for the Goblin Giant, but it's going to get hit by the bowler shot, so I don't want to do that just yet. I want to wait for him to click the Monk ability, then I'll go in for it. Wait, is he actually going to lose the entire Monk? There's no way. This guy is going to lose the Monk. He literally lost the Monk to a bowler. That's insane. This is so good for us. Does he just lose the game? There's no way he defends this, right? Even if you're going to have, like, the Elite Barbarians, they're still going to take so much damage from the minions to the point that I can go for a Little Prince in the middle. Paired with the Dagger Duchess, that thing is devoured. And as you guys are noticing, this is really fun that you're able to constantly bombard your opponent. Unfortunately, we weren't able to afford the Giant Skeleton, so I'm going to go and do the second best thing of dropping the Guardian, just to force out a little bit more elixir. Finishing off the Knight is ideal, and then I wonder what we get from this. Probably not much, but hey, we're currently up. We're winning the game right now, and he doesn't know that we've got Earthquake. Let's go. These are so shaken right now. Top 600 player is just shaking in his boots, quivering with the burning goblin emote as we burn down his towers. I'm going to go for the bowler on the same side as the pencil. We're going to be able to draw over that. There's no way that the thing's going to be able to break through the bowler. It just ransacks any potential of the battle ram breaking through unless it's evolved. And even then, the evolved battle ram, the best counter to that in the game is bowler. So we're going to go for Giant Skeleton. And then I think we might be able to be a very mischievous man. If I go in for a Goblin Giant here, and then I go in for our Bomber, does this splash onto everything? There's no way that those Musketeers are surviving. Because look at the Monk. It's not able to stop it. It's not able to stop it at all. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, man. All right, we're going to go for minions here. And then the Monk's just dead. We know that we don't have to spend that much extra elixir on the Musketeer since it will just die to the Dagger Duchess very quickly. So we're going to go bowler minions to the left. And I don't know if he's ready to deal with that. The bowler locking on the tower would be huge. Didn't happen, unfortunately. So playing against 3 Musketeers is awkward. It's not really a card combination that you see every day. I'm going to cycle the Bomber as fast as I can so I can get back to another one. We can go for minions after one of the Musketeers locks onto my tower. I think that's going to be our best play here. Actually, just letting that go is fine too, because Musketeers die so fast to Dagger Duchess that I didn't even have to respawn. If I respawned, I feel like I would have wasted elixir. Now I'm able to go in for our minions here. Definitely want to go for an Evo Zap and then Evo Bomber. I think if we just hold his Elite Barbarians in place, there's no doubt that this Bomber is going to ransack his tower. So I think we win this game. I don't see any universe where this guy is going to be able to defend. I mean, he's using Elite Barbarians. He's using everything that he's got in his arsenal, but it doesn't matter. He is still going to get blasted by the ridiculously OP Giant Skeleton Bomb. If that thing locks onto the tower, you got the game locked up as a win. Propelling us to new heights at 2,200 in the world. All right, we got a game against someone with the Evo Bomber banner. That is one of my favorite banners in the game right now. While I hate the Evo Bomber as a card, I'm forced to play it because it's practically the best card in the game. Actually, I don't even think practically is a worthwhile statement. It is the best card in Clash Royale. For 2 elixir, it's a 1 cycle, and you spam to the evolution, and it's just not fair. So we're going to go for the Hog Rider on the right-hand side, and this guy is going to have Mega Minion. So interesting prospects to play against someone that's got Mega Minion with a Tombstone. I bet you it's going to be a Lava Hound deck. If we're matching into Lava Hound, I think we can have some fun in this game. Our strategy right now is to go for the Executioner in the back right, ignore the Mega Minion, try to spam him very aggressively right now. So if we go for the Cannon, we can activate King Tower and not take any damage from this balloon. And I think that's definitely better than the other aspects and other possibilities. We're going to go for the Tornado before the balloon gets near our tower, and then we activate King. How does that make you feel, my guy? You arrowed and you got nothing. So, and the bomber splashes on his tower twice. And now he's like, well, if only I arrowed on the bomber, right? That's definitely what he's thinking. So he's probably going to get back to Tombstone, I think. He should. Oh my goodness. Barbarians. So barbarians are bound to give him a bad interaction when they waddle their way right into an executioner. I should be able to splash down a knight right in front, and then basically have rascals, but with splash damage. That's what the knight plus executioner card combination reminds me of. The rascal splash. Mischievous deck for sure. He should be dropping something on top of that, and then it doesn't really matter. I think we delivery on this, and then he loses the skeleton dragons. They become skeletons again. But this time, they don't rise from the ashes. Wait, are we fine? Yo, we're more than fine. The executioner just had a little bit of a dine on the tower. What do we do? Do we go for a bomber? Do we go for a hog rider? Do we just chill and wait for him to lava hound and then spam him on the other side? There are so many different things that I can do. Also, I'm reading his name, so I think that's the thing that I'm doing. Silent in the weirdest possible way. I guess, like, guy's getting crazily creative with his card combinations and his names. So he's going to go Mega Minion there, and I guess it's not that creative of a card combination. He's just running Lava Hound Balloon, right? But it was kind of creative for him to go for the arrows plus balloon, like, starting play. I haven't seen someone do that in a while. Dude, okay, well, say less. Give me a good lightning. I'll take that every day. We go for the knight here, so we body block the skeleton dragons. And then we should be able to go in for delivery and just go for bomber, actually. Yeah, let's delivery here. And then tornado on the other side, and I think we're totally fine. We shouldn't take that much damage from the barbarians because we have activated King Tower. And we are trouncing you, my dude, and there's no truce. We're just taking everything. So yeah, he already said good game. He knows the game's over. Easy victory. When you've got Executioner, Tornado, and Cannon, you wreck any bridge spam that your opponent dishes out at you. Well, you dish out damage with Hog Rider hits that they can't hope to come back from. All right, we are playing against a top 128 player in the world. So we're going to go and blast them to a different dimension out of this world with our mortar. First play cycling that is kind of risky if you don't have the evolution and you don't have Archer Queen to back up the damage potential that you might need to counter an Electro Giant. But since we've got Ice Spirit and then we also end up having Archer Queen in our deck, I feel really comfortable playing against anyone that decides to go and run a big beatdown deck. You can cycle your mortar at the start and still feel pretty confident that you're going to be able to defend anything in the game. So this guy, he went for poison, but it didn't put our Archer Queen in range that it dies to a log plus poison. We're going to go and pop the ability and see what he wants to do. He's going to drop a knight, so that's instantly going to devour a 3 elixir investment for a 1 elixir ability, and we otherwise wouldn't have gotten anything from that, so it's really cool to do. Also, I forget how overpowered Cannoneer is. The fact that it can crush a knight there, I don't even know if I really had to respond with the ghost. I mean, I did because the knight would have gotten 1 hit on my tower, but it's kind of funny to realize that. Also, even though he activated King Tower with the ghost, he still took damage. And on top of that, the other cool thing is now he doesn't have Tornado to go and capture our miner. So I think if he's taking negative trades all along, this miner is going to be guaranteed to get some good value. I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit. I'm going to go guards, and I'm going to go in for a zap on everything. I think we're going to be totally fine, but we did spend a lot of elixir to capitalize and kill that. It's kind of annoying because wall breakers are not necessarily easy to deal with if you don't have a building in cycle. However, we're able to bombard our opponent with a trusty evolved mortar. And the thing that I enjoy doing with this is if we know that our opponent's going to go Tesla, we might be able to just go in for like an Archer Queen here, shut down the Tesla, and be like, what's up, dude? What's good? How you feeling now? We're forcing the poison, and the Archer Queen's going to die, but if the mortar locks onto the tower like it does, like that's all we needed. So if this Ice Spirit, please? Oh, if that was fast enough, we would have been able to get way more damage. I mean, we are playing against a top 128 player in the world. I was forgetting what rank he was, and my brain was spinning. The monkey was clapping inside my brain, and you know, we're clapping the top ranked players, so it's all very fitting here. All right, I expect him to try to go in for wall breakers soon, whenever he gets back to them, but remember, he dropped them on the mortar, so I can safely drop my guards in the back and know that he can't punish me for that. But usually, if they end up having the correct card cycle, you can't go guards in the back. You have to put precedence on defending against the wall breakers. So identifying the card cycle is really important. Also, Evo Tesla is slightly scary, but it's fine. I remember him cycling pretty much all of his cards, so I can do this. I can zap on the tower, so we can reset the Cannoneer to get more damage. Now, we know that he's going to go for the wall breakers, so we put precedence on defending that. As I said before, it's so important. He's going to get so much damage on me, though, still. Even though I played that, I think, as well as I possibly could have, it wasn't enough. And now we have to go in for a lot of elixir and hope it works out. I don't think this will work, but who knows. I'm going to go for the Evo Zap, and then we're going to try to go pop through with an ability at the right point. He might be able to melt most of his stuff. He is going to poison me very, very soon. Just phenomenal wall breakers. Even though I spent everything that I did, I still wasn't able to kill it. So sometimes that happens in Clash Royale where you identify the huge threat. You play as well as you possibly can. but because your opponent kind of counters you, you're not able to win. So just for reference, Tesla is a huge counter to Mortar, and the fact that he had that with Little Prince and then also was able to manipulate our card cycle to the point that we weren't able to have the right answer to his wall breakers, it cost us the game. Despite us throwing every bit of elixir to counter the evolved wall breakers and knowing that they're the main threat, I still wasn't able to stop it. But that's what happens when you play against some of the best players in the world with good matchups. We'll bounce on the next game and bounce back there. Yo, the Royal Pain Clan. Well, I feel like, he might be bringing it to us in the form of Royal Hogs or Royal Giant, especially if we see a Firecracker. He does not care about giving us King Tower activation, cycled at the very start of the match. Yo, you are literally going to be packing a Bandit, Arrows, and Firecracker all in the same deck. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't really know why he was going to be recycling the Firecracker in the back, and now I'm equally confused because I haven't seen a Royal Giant deck or a Royal Hogs deck with a Firecracker and Bandit. So it really screams Mega Knight at me, and that's probably what we're going to be playing against right now. I would love to activate King Tower with a Royal Ghost, and I think that is a possibility. I just need the Ghost to endeavor closer towards our tower so we can whisk it away with the NATO. And then we can go for the cannon up top so we can pull the battle ram off to the side, and then we should be able to shut everything down with the Knight. So, great defense for us, dissecting pushes so we're able to dominate, spending less elixir. Also, having the Princess Tower, it's a bit easier to defend against things later on in the game when opponents start rattling off massive parade pushes. So if someone's running P.E.K.K.A. and you are running the Dagger Duchess, she is not near as good if they're able to stack up a huge P.E.K.K.A. push in double elixir. So that's good for us. I think this matchup actually got a lot better for us after we switched the towers. But for the most part, when you're running the Dagger Duchess into a Goblin Drill, for instance, it is so much better. Or if you're playing against Logbait, it is infinitely better. So, okay, this guy is going to be playing P.E.K.K.A. in the back, so he's not going to have Mega Knight. Wow, all right, well, we're just going to go in for the Evolved Bomber. That's 2 hits, right? Oh, just 1! Dang it, man. All right, we're going to cannon in the middle. It should be able to kill the Electro Wizard without any damage on a real tower. And then he loses the P.E.K.K.A. too. If he decides to go Ghost, this is so much elixir that he's spending. He spent 10. We're dropping 6. And he is still getting the bricks. We're going to be able to shove everything that we want directly in his side of the arena with him not getting that much counter push. That's scary, right? If you go in for an aggressive bandit, it still dies to the axe of the Executioner. The Executioner is the 1 HP hero. And then I can go for a Hog Rider. I wonder, I said he was the 1 HP hero. Let's make sure that our opponent's tower is dwindling to 0, please. Oh, come on. If the Executioner really was a hero, he would have gotten a hit on the tower. You are disintegrated and destroyed and also stripped of your title, Executioner. You kind of failed me, not gonna lie.
What have I done to deserve this?
Anyway, maybe your Executioner brother will be able to bounce us back. So I'm gonna go Executioner right now, run it back just for the memes. Do I even need a Hog Rider right now? I honestly don't know. What if I do one of these? What if we just do one of these? Oh, well, that didn't work. 1 HP hero again? Nope, he's just dead. Okay. Maybe, if we're being really intellectually dishonest, we can say that the Executioner baited out a couple of the daggers from the Dagger Duchess so the Hog Rider was able to get more value. Yes, guys, that was the Executioner's true purpose in life there, all right? Wow, is everyone that we're matching into just going to be playing P.E.K.K.A.? Am I a P.E.K.K.A. magnet in Clash Royale right now? Like, seriously. I understand that P.E.K.K.A. is a strong card after the buff, and she used to be bad, so everyone's so eager to play her. But geez, come on, man. Why is everyone playing her? Wait, how did we defend that with no damage? Oh, okay, all right. Stop it with the battle ram, brother. Wait, am I going to get battle rammed? Am I going to get rammed real hard? I hope not. All right, well, that was sus. That was almost as sus as what I was saying. Anyway, we're going to be able to finish off all this stuff because we have the King Tower activated. Whew, all right. We're back at it again with another P.E.K.K.A. spam. So it's definitely going to be more of the same spam. He's just going to drop it all right at the river. We're going to go in for the Evo Knight, so then we can get that nice alignment, and he's going to go in for an Arrows. Not going to work out so well for him. We got Hog Rider, so we can pull back the Bandit. And we're going to get a cannon down, and you guys already know the deal. We are going to seal the deal. All we have to do is shut down this Bandit, and I think the Bomber should be able to accomplish that. Nice. Beautiful. All right. We have Lightning. We also have Executioner. What if we just do something stupid and fun for the memes? That's what we're about out here. I want a Tornado whenever he drops directly into the Executioner so we can win the game. That's all we want, baby. All right, that was a lot of damage. That was pretty fun, not gonna lie. He's gonna go for a Firecracker so we can just go in for another Tornado and Royal Delivery, and it should just clean everything up. Notice how I'm barely spending any elixir on defense, and that's all we need to do. Wait. What if we get the hit with the Hog Rider? Can we just get a hit with the Hog Rider for the one time? We're gonna follow through with another Royal Delivery and then Hog Rider again, and we will win this game. It's just been an adventure to say the least. This Hog Rider is never getting through, and then we have to break through with the lightning to win the game, so there is that. We're going to follow through with another bomber, going for the knight. Please stop spamming me with Evil Battle Ram, bro. All right, so if you guys are unaware, we do enough damage here to just, like, I guess, lightning and win. You can hold it down and see how much damage lightning does, and that is well below the threshold. So GG, well played, and we'll jump on to the next one. So we're flying headfirst into this match, cycling the mortar at the start. Love spamming our evolutions as much as we can, and you know what? We get the opportunity to drop both of them at the start of the match, number 1 and 2 cards played. We go for an Ice Spear to keep the bomber alive a little bit longer, and I could go for a mortar on the right-hand side as well. The best thing to pair with the Goblin Drill is always going to be the bomber.
We're a perfect match.
Because the bomber can splash onto Valkyries or whatever the opponent drops on defense. Even though an Ice Spirit was not necessarily intended to take that splash damage, she still took it straight to the face. We're going to go for a Dark Goblin here, and then we're also follow through with a mortar. I believe our opponent is probably playing an Expo deck. I mean, we see a lot of cards that are symbolistic of Expo. No, I guess not. Wait, can we bomber on their bomber? Is it a bomber party? This is so dumb. As you can see, the Evo Bomber might be one of the best cards in Clash Royale for a pretty good reason. The Ice Spirit's going to jump, and we do not get that last Mortar Blast. But it's still fine. As you guys can probably know by the meta, the best tower is always going to be Dagger Duchess with this deck because it allows you to spend less elixir to counter most things. An Electro Dragon gets full countered by the Dagger Duchess. A Fisherman gets full countered by a Dagger Duchess. No damage taken on your tower. Also, by the way, you can just ignore Ice Spirits, any spirit in the game. Spawners are just useless. And it's fun to go and run a tower where you do not have to spend that much elixir because you can concentrate all of your efforts on offense all the time. Now we can maybe go in for a mortar here. The bomber should be able to protect us from a Tesla for a little bit, maybe? I mean, there's definitely going to be a Tesla coming down. I just don't know if it was worth it for us to go in for the Evo Bomber. I was thinking about it, but then I realized that it probably wasn't the best play. But we could Evo Bomber on their Evo Bomber, splash onto their tower, and sack our Evo Bomber, but for the greater good. This is a great strategy here. There's no way that they're ready. There's no way. Yeah, they lose their Evo Bomber. Beautiful. And then when they go in for a drill, we can counter everything with just an Ice Spirit onto the Goblins, and possibly just be fine with the Bomber afterward because they will splash onto all the Goblins after. Very cool. Then we can go for a mortar, more so in the middle, probably get a Tesla from our opponent, and then go in for a Goblin Drill off to the side, make sure that they don't have as much elixir to be able to counter everything at once. Also, if you're unaware, you should be able to counter the Goblin Drill fully with just like a log, and then not take any real damage. If you do have the Dagger Duchess at, you know, full dagger capacity, really strong to just use log on top of the Goblin Drill. It enables you to defend way more minimalistically and get better trades. So we're going to do it right now. We should just be able to counter most of it. We're going to take a little bit of damage. Actually, the Dagger Duchess did not have that many daggers in her arsenal, so we had to wait a lot longer. All right, we're going to go for the Goblin Drill in the back. We're going to go in for a Bomber at the river, and then we're going to follow through with a Poison just to get more damage. Definitely going to be one of the weirder plays to do, but it will be worth it if the Bomber can splash on the tower. Even if not, then it's fine, because we can go in for a Dark Goblin, and then probably get back to a Goblin Drill, and then log. So this is the strategy that I was talking about. Just go for a log on top of the drill, and you don't take that much damage. You only take like one hit. And that's not that bad, because then you can go in for more drills than your opponent, and you'll be getting more damage for sure. The Bomber splashes on the tower, enabling us to go in for a poison. I'm going to Skeleton's Ice Spirit, and then I should win this game. I'm going to log to guarantee that we don't take any extra damage and, you know, just be able to weight down the poison and guarantee the win. Hammer the like button if you enjoyed the video. Check out the pinned comment for more videos on any of the decks played today, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.